Hey there, chosen one, how are you? I hope all is well and you're doing absolutely fine and amazing in your life. Welcome back on my channel. You found your light here, and I'm back again with a beautiful new life purpose reading for all of you today. Before starting with the reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the beautiful, loving, positive energy you're sending towards me. May God bless you with abundance in all of its beautiful forms. And without wasting any of our time, let's begin with the reading now. It's an amazing read, and I'm in love to see the messages that are coming out, because this is what we need. This is what is required for us to become aware of first and foremost within our own selves, and then help others become aware of these issues and avoid these kind of actions, behaviors, choices, decisions, situations and circumstances as much as we can. We'll understand everything till we reach to the end of this reading as to why it's so important and why we have such huge responsibilities on our shoulder to bring these kind of changes and bring awareness on these kind of topics and matters of concern, which when ignored, neglected and overlooked end up causing serious damage to people's lives, their mental health and whatnot. So this life purpose reading is talking about how gossip, rumors, jealousy, envy, this mindless attitude of people being thoughtlessly gullible to believe in rumors, lies, and then forwarding it, carrying it forward without giving it a thought about the person in question as to how it can affect that person or what it may cause for that person to experience in their life. This reading talks of getting enlightened and aware about this issue, this matter, and doing something about it. I believe that you may have experienced something like this, maybe not in your own personal life but around you, or this has become a common thing. This is not something we would rarely find around us. This is very common, and that's why it's so problematic, because it shouldn't be this common. Gossiping, talking about others' affairs, spreading rumors, believing in lies or believing in rumors, and then without thinking about the consequences, forwarding those statements, those rumors, and gossiping about it is something which is hazardous for people. People do not realize and understand how their one sentence, how this habit of gossiping can destroy people's lives in question. So here it's being shown that it's your job, it's your responsibility to help people understand by living your life as a positive example, to consider people's respect, dignity and their privacy before talking in a dirty, ridiculous, demeaning manner about anything you've heard from anyone. Many of the times, and this is also being shown here, that many of the times people who are jealous, who are envious, who are revengeful, vengeful, dramatic, and are just not kind, sadistic people use rumors and gossip as a weapon to destroy people's lives, to destroy innocent people's lives, or those who speak out, who speak up when and where needed, those who stand with truth. You may have heard or even witnessed somewhere in your life at some point of time that the person who speaks out, or the person who has ever exposed anyone, from nowhere that person's character or past comes into the question. And I don't know how many of you have ever questioned that, or may have even sat down to think about it as to how this all happens and why there's suddenly so much talk about someone's past or someone's character, or what this person did in the past, or where this person was, or whom this person was with. It's not a coincidence or an accident that such things start to come out. People, especially men, bad people, bad men who have done dirty deeds, I've seen many times that they attack on a woman's character who speaks out about them. And this doesn't necessarily have to be about a man or a woman. It can be about a woman and woman in question as well. Okay, I've seen even ladies doing that to other women just because they're jealous, they're envious, or they just got exposed, or they fear getting exposed. They attack the person's character or twist things around to create a topic of gossip against that person. This is damaging. This is serious. This causes serious damage onto the victim. So it's our responsibility to become wise in our dealings, become aware and mature, to not believe in anything we hear about anyone right away, within a second or a moment. It's our responsibility to be slow with making conclusions and assumptions about anyone we hear anything negative about. I'm not saying or suggesting anyone, not even this reading is, that you turn yourself off or shut yourself off whenever someone tries to speak out something to you or share something to you. Here it's talking about avoiding gossip about others, avoiding jumping onto conclusions or assumptions about someone you heard something about from anyone else. You never know what the truth is. So it's better to, if you really are interested in talking about anyone, or figuring things out, then do something on your own to dig deeper and find the truth. Get to the matter, or collect facts, real facts, not something that you heard from someone. Because as I already said, bad people, sadistic people, narcissists use this as a tool, as a big weapon to turn other people against the victim, the innocent one, the one who speaks out the truth, or the innocent, honest one. This is why it's needed for us, all of us, to shed some light over these issues and even question the one who has a habit of gossiping about others. If you ever find yourself in the midst of people or around people who have a habit of gossiping about others or others' affairs, or it's just that it just comes out from nowhere, you as a chosen one, as a mature, wise, intelligent person, it's your job and responsibility to either walk away from that conversation, or if you cannot, and if you can sense intuitively that by speaking up with the people involved in a polite tone, with maturity, you can help these people understand that it's very, very damaging. It's very disturbing. It's actually evil. It's a sin to gossip in reality. Because one word, one sentence can destroy someone's life, someone's reputation, or for those who are weak, who cannot listen anything negative about themselves, or it's just that the negative statements are getting on their nerves or damaging their personal life, their relationships, it's causing them serious losses, it can turn into something you'd never want to or wish for. But if your one negative sentence, one negative word causes this to happen in someone's life, then be assured that you'll end up in situations even worse than the person you've made to end up in by talking mindlessly. It's very, very important, and our scriptures say why you should learn to control your tongue and why you should be very, very careful with the use of your words and sentences, and why it's so important to choose silence over unnecessary talking. Speak out, but only when it's positive, it's pleasing, and it's truthful. Speak out when it's truth. Many people do not think about all of these things because it has become so common for people to gossip and talk about other people's personal lives, their relationships, or anything else, just because they find it satisfying, just because they find fun in it, or they enjoy for some reason. I don't know what they enjoy about all of these things, but it's just mindlessness, it's just arrogance, it's just ignorance, it's just a result of darkness. So what it is you're supposed to be doing here, you're supposed to bring in the light. You're supposed to help people understand that it's only going to bring in heavy negative karmic consequences for them, because gossip literally damages a lot for a person. Gossiping, lies, rumors, this evil strategy to attack people by spreading hate about them in communities or societies or just amongst people, this causes serious damage. This can end up people choosing to do suicide. We've seen that happen, right? That is why it's so important for us to at least take stand against these kind of people who do such sort of things, or at least question the person who has a habit of gossiping, lying, and believing in rumors. We can at least have a talk, or just we can confront that person about the facts, about the truth. We can simply ask, okay, but what this statement is based on that you are trying to bring to us or bring to our knowledge and attention, have you seen that happening? Who told you all this? Do you know about the person in question? How much are you aware of that person's struggles and overall life? And even if that person starts to act defensive or weird or strange, or that person may start to, point fingers at you instead, rather than going within and questioning their own morals and values or principles they live by, this happens. People start to flip out. People start to act out of their character when they find that they are getting confronted or questioned or are getting pointed at. This happens, but it's our responsibility to deal with these situations tactfully, diplomatically, and in as much calm, composed, and polite manner as much as we can. Here, Divine is suggesting that you, at least as a positive example, show people how to live in harmony with other people and not discard them or look down at them as if they are not worth considering, respecting, or giving any care about. This is more related with loving people in general. Okay, when we have real true love about other people's existence, their personal lives, we never know what they've been through. We never know in majority of the cases, especially about strangers, we never know what happened with them. We never know where these lies, these rumors, this gossip is coming from. So at least be kind, at least be loving, and be considerate enough not to engage in the gossip, not carry it forward, not spread it, because that's what the liar, the manipulator, the cheater, the deceiver wanted. That's why they use it as a weapon. This is what we need to understand. It's our mindlessness, or we can say those people's mindlessness or thoughtlessness or ignorance, these deceivers, these cheaters, these liars, these manipulators, these evil people use as a weapon. This is what you have to shed light on and make people aware of. That it's much wiser to not jump onto any conclusion or start hating someone you just heard something negative about, than to just believe in everything we heard, start to look down at that person, and then just, tell other people to do the same thing. This is what we have to stop. This is what we need to take stand for, at least on our own. This is not about, knocking at every next door and telling people don't do this, don't do gossip, and don't talk about others. No. If you're going to do that, I'm telling you, you'll get thrashed, and God knows what else can happen. That is why be careful, okay? Be careful when dealing with such sort of sensitive issues, because such people who gossip a lot and talk about other people's affairs, they get aggressive whenever someone, points fingers at them or stops them or, confronts them and tries to show how ridiculous they actually are. That is why it's very important to be as practical, diplomatic, as distant and detached from these people as much as we can, but at the same time taking stand, because it can really turn into something disastrous when not given attention to. That's what this reading is talking about. Because one way or the other, sooner or later, the person who spoke out without giving any thought, without second guessing, without finding out the truth or doing anything to find out the truth, is going to suffer. That's for sure. It's karma. It's very basic. You are going to become the cause of one tear of someone in pain. Just know that 1,000 tears are there for you to shed. You wrote it down in your destiny, and it's going to be much, much more painful than what you made for that person who quite possibly was innocent. I'm not saying that everything you hear about someone is going to be false or is always false. No. That is why Divine is suggesting here to be slow before jumping onto conclusions or assumptions, to make sure that you have the facts, the figures, and the truth in hand before hating onto anyone, before cursing anyone, before pointing fingers at anyone, or turning against them, outcasting them, things like that. This is what happens. This is which is not right, because this is a result of darkness. The person who did that person exactly had this vision in their mind when that person spread that negative statement, or lied about someone's character, someone's past, or just twisted things out to get their way through, or just get something to fulfill their own selfish agenda. Getting my point? This is what we need to become aware of. We cannot give the devil any power over our own minds or our tongues. It becomes so easy for these kind of people to get what they want, or just spread negativity and hatred towards possibly an honest, kind, and loyal person, just because people do not know how to control their own minds, their own thoughts, their own words, and their tongue. It's in our control to choose silence before talking unnecessarily. It's in our control and only in our control to choose silence and contemplation, reflection before speaking out on anything. Only in our control, right? We cannot give that control to anyone else. This is why it's so important. We just need to help people understand, learn, accept, and realize why it's important to be compassionate, careful, and considerate towards others and their personal affairs, like relationships, personal life, their marriages, their relationships with their friends, their colleagues, their parents, or anyone else in general, which is coming out in question, which people are talking about or are gossiping about or anything else, because we must not give power to the darkness or dark forces. This is what this reading is talking about. You, as the chosen one here, is supposed to be that person who comforts others, someone who cares about others, someone who is filled with love, compassion, healing. You are there to help. You're not there to hate. You're not there to point fingers. You're not there to outcast people just because you heard something about them from someone you never know, never heard of, never seen. You are here to help people come out of their distress, their sorrows, their suffering, or anything which is not of love, but of hate, but of jealousy, but of envy, negativity, hostility, animosity, and whatnot. You are here to lead people. You are here to, bring harmony within people or in their relationships. You are not here to just, think about your own self or just, look at others in a demeaning or belittling manner. You're not here to look at others in a demeaning or belittling manner just because you believe that to be true or just because someone has said that about that person. You are here to understand people for who they are. You are here to accept people for who they are, not what someone thinks about them or has spread about them, just again to get their way through or to fulfill their selfish agendas. I hope it's all becoming clear to all of you now. Right? That's what you're here for. So you can start spreading your light over these issues by looking around and seeing if something like this is happening or has happened. If you see that there are a lot of people who gossip, who talk about others, who spread lies, who spread rumors, just be that one person who doesn't believe in that, because by your example, other people are going to learn. And if there are more people, you can teach this or, bring awareness to them over these matters, then kindly do so. Help them understand that this is not the right thing. Help them understand that this can literally cause someone to lose their self-respect, their confidence, their hope in life. This is very, very serious actually, okay? You guys are already mature, you guys are already awakened and enlightened, so you know what needs to be done. You'll find your way, how it's to be done, and how you'll do it. It's just that this reading is helping you understand that this is what might come around, or in other words, if you see something like this happen or you are a victim of something like this, then do something so that someone doesn't suffer or goes through what you went through all alone. Okay, it's all about bringing in a change. It's all about bringing in hope, healing, and a ray of light for those who are in similar situations. Getting my point? So that's all. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and this brought you the clarity you were looking and were hoping for. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content. to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if your heart says so. If you'd like to contribute, donate, or just show your love and appreciation for the good work we are doing here, go ahead and know that I'll accept your beautiful contribution with open hearts. Okay? Also, if you're interested in taking personal life purpose readings, you can contact me or consult with me through my given email address provided in the description box below. Okay, so that's all. Again, taking leave, signing off for now. We'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.